poppin' people? My name is Duck Kid, and welcome to Counterattack, this series where I look at the comment section of a video I previously uploaded, and I respond to select comments that are special to me. Sorry, that are special to me. These comments come from the Made for This is a Dumb Perk video. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the comments. Our first comment comes from Arobi69. I'm pretty sure English is your second or third language, so I'm not gonna rip you apart for your English. So he says, Skull Merchant, get a haste boost is okay. Blight add-ons are okay. Is Nurse okay? No Dead Hard and Decisive Strike is bad. All these perks and this perks is not okay. Okay, so Skull Merchant getting a haste boost is okay. Yes, that's absolutely fine. Like, it's a killer. Killers are supposed to have powers. Like, it's not stupid for survivors to get haste boost. It's not stupid for killers to get haste boost. So, like, Legion, when he hits you, he gets a haste boost. Clown, when he throws his yellow bottles down, he gets a haste boost. Michael Myers, technically speaking, when he goes from tier 1 to tier 2, his speed increases, so you can call that a haste boost. The Knight, when he uses a certain add-on, he gets a haste boost. When he uses his power for a certain amount of time, he gets a haste boost. That's fine. But what's fucking stupid is just getting injured and getting a 3% haste boost. That requires no setup. It just requires you to get injured. That's fucking dumb. Blight add-ons are okay. No, they're not okay. Absolutely not. Like, just because I think Made for This is a stupid perk doesn't mean that I think Blight's add-ons are fine. Like, they're fucking dumb in comparison to some of the other cast. Like, especially fucking Hillbilly, Nemesis, I would even say, I guess, like, you can put Clown in there, you can put Sadako in there, I think. So yes, just because Blight's add-ons are fucking stupid doesn't mean that I think Made for This isn't a dumb perk. Is Nurse okay? Of course not. She's not okay. Like, a Nurse is fucking dumb. It's stupid that she can teleport through walls. That's fucking dumb. It's dumb. No Dead Hard and Decisive Strike is bad. Okay, so you still have Iron Will. You still have Off the Record. You still have Adrenaline. You still have... Even you can use Dead Hard. I still get Dead Hard in my matches. You still have Sprint Burst, Boundless Landing, Life. You still have Prove Thyself to rush the shit out of gens. Like, stop acting like you don't have good perks just because I'm saying this one perk is dumb. Please stop acting like that. All of these and this perks is not okay. So, what about ism is a ridiculous mindset to have. Just because I think one thing is stupid doesn't mean I can't think another thing is stupid. Alright? Okay. Avron Delane, I probably just butchered your name. I apologize for that, my good sir. Made for This and Survivor HUD chase info ruin M1 chase killers in this game. If you want to play DBD, play insta down / one-shot killers or fast teleport / fast chase killers. That's it, or use insta down add-ons, because at the moment, 60% of the killers in this game are not fun to play, and extremely unbalanced survivors are extremely OP versus them with no skill required. Okay, so I wouldn't say Made for This ruined M1 chase killers in the game. I wouldn't say that. Now, what I will say is it has altered M1 chase killers, because I have been noticing the more I play against Made for This, like, my timing is just thrown off really badly. Like, I'm whiffing on certain things. Like, for example, like, I've come accustomed to swinging a certain distance from you and knowing that I'm going to be guaranteed to hit. Like, whether it's at a pallet or a window or out in the open, I swing a certain distance from you. If you're running in a straight line, I know I'm going to hit you. Made for This is throwing my fucking timing off. So, like, sometimes Survivor will make a window, or, like, they'll go around a corner and I fucking swing at them, and, like, my knife just looks like it goes through their back because they have 3% more speed. So it's throwing off my timing. I wouldn't say it's ruined M1 chase killers, but it has altered the way I have to play. Like, it's like I have to make reads better on how survivors move. Survivor HUD chase info ruin M1 chase killers. I wouldn't say that. I don't think the HUD is a bad thing. You know, the HUD is fine. It's good for solo queue. If you want to play DBD, play instant down / one-shot killers or fast teleport / fast chase killers. I don't have to really do that. I main, like, Clown and Wraith and Nemesis and even Sadako, Legion, and I do quite fine without, you know, playing someone like Nurse or Spirit. I do fine. I mean, I don't want to say, like, unironically it's a skill issue, but, you know, it's kind of a skill issue. Kind of. A little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit of a skill issue. A little bit of the game being unbalanced. 60% of the killers in this game are not that fun to play and extremely unbalanced. Survivors are extremely OP against them. I kind of agree with you a little bit. Some killers in this game are really not fun to play against really good teams. That's more of a balancing issue. So hopefully they address that. But good comment, man. Good comment. Julian Rosado says, y'all really are overselling this perk. No, we're not. Lars Liam Wilhelm says, if you lose games because of a 3% haste, you didn't deserve to win those in the first place. Okay, so comments like these, I assume a few things about you. I assume that you're either a survivor main who never plays killer in their life. You never play killer. You've never played killer ever before. Or you do play killer, but you play it like rank 20. I seriously assume that about you. Because if you actually play killer for more than like 50 hours and you weren't like biased to your eyeballs against killer and in favor of survivor, you would know that a 3% haste can absolutely lose you a game. When you play killer, it comes down to milliseconds. It comes down to seconds decisions. Seconds worth of decisions. Like, for example, if you have a Scorcher right beside you, you're at 5 gens, you've been chasing somebody for about a minute or two. Let's say you've been chasing conservative for about 45 seconds. If they have a 3% haste and resilience, you swing at them at a window where they were supposed to go down, they don't go down, and then they make it to a pallet, or they make it to another loop, and they extend the chase by about 30, 40, a minute and a half, however many more seconds. That can mean the difference between you losing or winning the entire game. Little decisions, whether or not you kick a pallet here or there, whether or not you drop chase, whether or not you mind game at a certain spot, whether or not you get a hit, that can mean the difference between you losing or winning. Killing, being a killer, comes down to quite literally milliseconds. And if you don't understand that, you don't play killer, or you don't understand the nuances of killer. Which one are you? Judo Flip says 3% is okay. I'd rather go against made for this rather than sprint burst, live balance, etc. You are trading an exhaustion perk for 3% haste when injured. I'll take that trade. Man, the more I play against this perk, man, the more I don't know. Like, when I see a sprint burst, or I see a live, or I see a balanced landing, and I read it correctly, it gives me a feeling of security. It gives me, I know that, okay, they can't have dead hard, or okay, they don't have made for this. But when I haven't seen you use an exhaustion perk at all, and now you're injured, and you seem really fast, I don't know, man. How made for this has been throwing off my timing. I think I'd rather go against a sprint burst or a live or a balanced landing, because I can at least read that and know that you don't have it anymore, because you're never going to get that shit back while I'm chasing you. I'm not going to give you an opportunity to do that. If I chase you for long enough and you're able to get this shit back, that's a massive skill issue on my part. So I don't know. I think I'd rather go against those other exhaustion perks. But good comment though, bro. Casper says, if it's meta, run a counter. I recommend Fearmonger or Blood Echo. I don't want to dedicate an entire perk slot to maybe countering made for this, because it's not like a guarantee that they're gonna have made for this, or any other exhaustion perk for that matter. It's not a guarantee. Gen rushing is almost a guarantee, so I do run like 2 perks to counter that, like Pop Goes the Weasel and Scorcher Pain Resonance. And healing, or people trying to heal, is a guarantee, so I do run Sloppy Butcher to counter that. Or me having to chase you and having to generate pressure on you through my chases is a guarantee, so I run Save the Best for Last to counter that. So those are guarantees, which is why I run those perks. The reason I don't like running perks like that counter one specific thing that may not be guaranteed is because if no one has it, then I just wasted an entire perk slot. Like, for example, that's why I don't run No End, because it's not guaranteed that I'm going to get to the end game. And my goal shouldn't be to get to the end game. My goal should be to beat everybody's ass before I get to the end game. So I just don't see myself dedicating an entire perk slot to countering this one perk. I just don't see it. Adventure Cock TV, this is a long one, by the way. Nice name, by the way. Adventure Cock TV. My God. Imagine there'd also be a perk that gives you the ability to pick yourself up infinite times, reduces your grunts of pain, and completely hides your pools of blood, and the only downside is you're injured all the time and can't be healed. Okay, you're talking about No Mither. Whenever I see No Mither in my lobby, that's an instant win for me. That survivor who has No Mither, I'm going to beat their ass very quickly, because I can get a hit on you and I can still track you even though you have no grunts of pain. I can still see you. You leave scratch marks. It doesn't matter about your grunts of pain. I can hear your footsteps. No Mither is an easy win for me. That perk doesn't do anything to me. Imagine having a perk that gives you a speed boost to vaulting, repairing gens, healing, and so on whenever you're injured. Imagine someone uses all of this in the build. This dude is 3% faster, but is also one hit. So you're talking about resilience made for this. No Mither. No Mither, the setup is you are always injured, but that's a massive trade-off for the attributes that you just listed. That's a massive trade-off. Being injured one hit completely throughout the entire game is a massive downside. Massive. Resilience is fine because it just makes you vault faster. And you do gens a little faster, but like vaulting faster is fine. That's okay. But running faster is ridiculous. I don't like that you can just run faster by getting injured. And this perk is objectively better than Boom Dark Theory, which gives a 2% haste status, and it can only be used in one area. Made for this, you get injured, you can run 3% faster until you heal. That's ridiculous. There's no setup required in that, which is why I don't like the perk. I think it's dumb. So you also said, I'm glad there are more perks that don't give the players second chances, but instead give them a little bit of an advantage when they're literally one hit. I'm fine with them having an advantage when they're one hit, but just having to be injured to set that up to run faster is dumb. That's stupid. Octic says, it's payback for the 5 to 6 months of Collarbone Eruption meta, to be honest. So I'm assuming you're joking while you're saying this, but like on the off chance that you're not joking. 5 to 6 months of Collarbone Eruption is nothing compared to 6 years of Decisive Strike and 5 years of Dead Hard. It's nothing compared to those two things. And how many years of Keys? How many years of Balanced Landing? Okay, so like, and then on top of that, there are maps in Dead by Daylight that are still busted as all hell to this day. Most of the maps in Dead by Daylight are survivor sided as all hell. So like, you can't say 5 to 6 months of Collarbone Eruption is payback for that. I know that's whataboutism. I understand you're probably joking, but that's like probably one of the worst cases to use whataboutism, because killers have gotten shafted way harder than survivors have in this game. I mean, they just have, and that's coming from somebody who plays both sides. Killers have gotten the short end of the stick way more than survivors have. I don't know if that's debatable either, if you're not biased. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I really had a lot of fun making it. I really did. I really like interacting with y'all in the comment section. Even if you disagree with me, even if you're making fun of me, even if you're cursing me out, I really have fun making videos like that. Keep the comments coming. If I did respond to you, don't take it personally. If I disagree with you, I'm not picking at you. I'm just not going to go back and forth with you in the comment section because that's fucking useless. It doesn't really do anything. And it gives me more content like this to make videos. Anyway, I'll see y'all niggas in the next video. I don't know what I should do now with all the strength I can use to play enemies.